as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King, and I'm delighted to welcome to the program Wilmar. He is from the Netherlands, Costa del Sol Club. Yes, a Costa del Sol Club for Dutch people. Very cool.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Wilmar.
Nice meeting you, Nicole. Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. Big thank you to Anita Norjay, my fabulous production assistant, because she really brings in great people. I can't believe we've never met before. I know a lot of Dutch people on the Costa del Sol. So how come I've not met you before?
I'm very shy. I'm sitting back up our mountain in Lama Irena hiding.
I somehow don't see you as a shy gentleman. You actually seem very much in the Dutch philosophy of enjoying life.
Correcto.
Very happy to be doing whatever you're doing. And obviously, it's nice that you're involved with the Dutch club. Did you start the club? What is your involvement?
No. The club is about 41 years old. We had our 40th year anniversary last year. I've been living since 2011, so no, I was not involved in the first 30 years, not at all. I haven't been involved actually even from 2011 till 15 or so, although we became a member. It is that the club was in a bit of a difficulty 6-7 years ago. The number of members went dramatically down. They had 1,500, 1,800 members and it went down to 400. So it really dropped very steeply for a couple of years. Probably management was not too good. A gentleman then stepped in by the name of Jan van Holstein. He stepped in and got it stopped. The drop stopped for a short while, but we still didn't manage to get back on our feet really. I was requested by some people from, hey, can you do something because you have a lot of experience previously in other places leading clubs. And so 3 years ago I said, okay, let's try it for some time. Now we're back to almost 600 members, so gradually we're getting out of a deep hole. Yeah.
And I suppose the ethos behind the club is just to have a base where to ask questions, where to meet up with people, because obviously we've formed not ghettos, but we do very much tend to keep to our own nationalities, restaurants, friends, clubs.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, 40 years ago the situation was totally different. A lot of Dutch people came here, they didn't speak Spanish, there was no internet, there was no Dutch TV, there was nothing. They had no clue what they were doing, and in those days they decided to form a club to give assistance to people. Now of course 40 years later the situation is totally different. We have internet, we have Dutch TV, we have gestors that speak Dutch, you have everything. You don't need a club anymore to give you assistance. But we still have a lot of elderly people that are a bit lonely. We have people that are still not too good in Spanish or English or other languages. And so we provide a base for those people to meet on average 1.5 times a month on parties, on events. We celebrate the Dutch King's birthday, we celebrate New Year, there's a couple of things. So, and we provide a little bit of a place where people can meet. And yeah, it's a little bit of a ghetto, but don't forget, some people are at an age that they're a bit lonely and they need other people to meet.
They certainly do. In fact, while you're saying this, it reminds me perhaps I should mention, because often making associations with other clubs helps. One of the associations I was thinking about was Age Concern, because although we have an Age Concern Marbella San Pedro, a lot of people don't even think that they're there for doing shopping, just having a chat, driving you to the doctor or a dentist appointment, and it's not just for English people, it's for anybody. So it'd be nice for you to know that there are other little associations that can actually fill in some of the gaps, so you don't have to be doing everything. You could just put them in contact.
Yeah, but for example, when the COVID-19 problem started, a lot of people were very uncertain what's happening. They didn't understand the direction from the junta. So on our website we provided that information. We said okay, you can find, if you need anything, you can contact us immediately. And and people feel a bit more secure. If things go wrong, I can go there.
Yeah, it's very important to have somewhere to ask questions.
Correct.
Very important.
Yeah.
So what brought you to the Costa del Sol? What was the choice to move and make the rest, to set up home here?
I've been working for a company that sent me all over the world. I've been living in Philippines, Turkey, Oman, Gabon, Nigeria, Brunei, so all over the world. And most of it in tropical countries, and I didn't think I would fit in Holland with the cold weather and the rain and well. So my wife and myself, during holidays, we've been looking at various places. We went to France, Italy, Portugal. We drove all the way from Barcelona to Gibraltar and back again, looking at places. And from all those places, we decided Costa del Sol is nice. La Mairena is a nice place, up in the mountains a little bit. So yeah.
And a very large Dutch population. I mean, amazing how many people I meet that are Dutch, that you're not even expecting it, but then they're nice, and guess what? They're Dutch.
I could tell you some stories about that, actually. Yeah.
It's funny because I used to go to Holland a lot with my father. Worked with a Dutch company. He bought from them years ago, and I was very lucky. I used to go to Amsterdam and different areas in Holland frequently, and I've always got a soft spot for it. I love the Dutch. You have a great philosophy. I love how you all speak languages. You're also international, just from not having like original language television, I suppose. Can I ask you, what business were you in that took you all around the world?
Oil.
I knew that. I knew you were going to say that. It's like, oh, those privileged doors, you went all around the world destroying our planet.
Yeah, maybe. Looking at it now, there are some questions, although I tell you, I was working for a company that when I was there in the various places, we took things far more seriously than some of our competitors. If I remember Gabon on the plan is, we always cleaned up, we made sure that everything was done. The number of times I had wire line that is very strong, stainless steel wire that goes around the axle of your car when you drive it, not from our company, but from the competitors, and we always made sure we took good care. In the days I was there, I don't know what happened.
Can I ask you a question? This is I'm very basic. 1 and 1 make 2. They say that nature abhors a vacuum. Nature doesn't like a vacuum. You always have to have something there. So when you're taking all the oil out of our earth, what do you put back in to stop everything collapsing on itself? Or is that why we now have so many earthquakes and everything's going wrong? Because if there's nothing filling the gaps, my simple mind says everything's just going to fall in on itself.
Well, in actual fact, in Groningen, in the north of Holland, we have that problem. They're taking all the gas out, and that causes earthquakes, and the whole thing is sinking a little bit. Yes, that is a problem in some places. In a lot of places, it doesn't matter, because whether the desert of Saudi is on 600 meters above sea level or 550 meters above sea level, doesn't make any difference.
As far as you're aware.
Yeah, okay, but it depends a little bit where.
But it's funny really to think about something we take for granted. We all want petrol for our cars, and yet do we really think what is happening to the planet? And an ex-oil company worker is probably the only way we're going to get the truth.
No, but I was not in that part of the business actually, but that doesn't matter. I was in training and in instrumentation and later in projects for community projects. But that of course, looking at it, and I had some friends that said from how the hell could you join Shell? But then again, when I was in training, when I was younger, I was in training, I was working as a consultant from this company, this training company, for Shell, for Exxon, for Gulf, for Kuwait Oil, for all of these companies. And what is the difference? Yeah? Now I'm working for a training company. Yes, I'm not doing any harm, but I work indirect for all these companies.
Yeah, it's must have been a fascinating time, because also back in those days, working with big money must have given you privileges and openings into places that the rest of us mere mortals would never even imagine. Who did you meet that was particularly interesting or shocking or surprising for you in your travels?
Well, probably that was not in my Shell time, actually. I think that was before. When I worked first as a volunteer, teaching university in the Philippines. I got married there, and when we came back, we traveled 6 months through Southeast Asia, coming slowly but surely from Philippines through all these countries, so finally to Tehran, via Afghanistan, Tehran, we flew back home. The people I met on that trip were a lot of amazing people. Of course, I met the Prime Minister from Holland, or the ex-Prime Minister from Holland when I was in Nigeria. I met some very high-ranking people in Gabon, the President, but they were not the most interesting people, actually.
It's funny, it's often just the everyday people. I have to, I'm a big fan of behind the scenes, of the everyday people who make up society.
Are we not diverting a bit from the club, actually?
We are, we are. We're going to get back to the club because we are going to have to wind up the chat, but I couldn't let you get away with not asking you a few questions and finding out a little bit more about you. So, talking about the club, do you have to be Dutch to be a member?
No, we have quite a lot of Flemish members, from Belgium, of course, they speak Dutch as well, but we also have some German members and some Spanish, but they are, in general, spouses from Dutch people.
And you're obviously like more people to get involved, but particularly those who want information and to keep in touch with everything that's going on back home and with the situation here, I suppose are the main things you do, and then organising social events when they're allowed.
Yes, yeah, at the moment we are at a bit of a problem, of course. You realize that.
Have you been doing any Zoom get-togethers?
Yes, I have done one, what we call an in-low bottle, a walk-in drink. In-low bottle, walk-in drink. We have organized one with the Zoom. So we said, okay, everybody, 5 o'clock, you sit at home, you have a drink, and but not too many people. Well, we had 35 people. That's one event. So that, but yeah, we might do that again. It's a possibility. But I just hope that in a couple of days' time things will relax.
Do you still have your magazine, The Flying Dutchman, being published?
Yeah, I brought some for you, some old ones.
Oh.
Some different ones to give you an impression. So,
well, thank you very much. I love this because I was looking at the title and it's the Vliegende Hollander, but it's the Flying Dutchman. So this comes out every 2 months.
Yes.
And
correct.
does this again cover the information, I suppose, about living here, interviews, just general?
Yeah, general information of the Costa del Sol, something about plants, something about the interesting places to visit.
And of course, Marbella Now, watch Marbella Now. It's definitely in there to watch Marbella Now.
Not at the moment, but we probably should get that in, Nicole.
I think so.
You should have something. You write a little article, or Anita writes a little article on Marbella Now, and then people will probably look more at the TV station.
It would be nice because we do actually share a lot of information, and a lot of you Dutch people are very, very, very charitable with our animal rescue centres, very involved with the Butterfly Children charities, and in fact, anywhere I go, there are Dutch people there, so it'd be really nice to just, because although Marbella Now is an English language show, it's just for people who speak the English language and don't necessarily understand Spanish, but it's for all the 147 nationalities that make up Marbella and the extended Marbella, our Costa del Sol community.
Well, we have done quite a bit with the NCCS, but also I play in a band. So with my band we have organized shows, and all the proceeds went to the butterfly children.
Wonderful.
We had one to go to Kudeka.
Wonderful.
We did, yeah, so we have been doing that with the NCCS, with the club, and with my band on a number of occasions where we play, raise money, not a lot of money, 800,000 euro.
That's a lot of money.
But it still helps. It still
So what
helps.
kind of genre do you play?
60s, 70s. Yeah.
You just sing? Do you play an instrument?
Yeah. I'm not the main singer. I play normally guitar, keyboard, harmonica.
We've got ourselves a
sitar.
wild child here. It's all looking very sedate and subdued, but that wild child. Well, that's absolutely fabulous. I can't say it's been a pleasure to meet you. Really
Okay,
nice to
Nicole.
know that there is the Netherlandes Costa del Sol Club, where all the Dutch people can join in and make sure that you're all sharing information. And of course, the Flying Dutchman even magazine. My dyslexia, saying everything the wrong way around. But this comes out every 2 months, I believe, so a
Yeah.
great way to keep up to date with what's going on in the Dutch community here in the Costa del Sol.
And we have the website, of course. NCCS, www.nccs.es, Spain.
Fabulous. People, get in contact with Wilma if you are Dutch, speak Dutch, or just want to get in contact with more Dutch people, because they're very nice.
Not some of them are, yes.
I have to say, touch wood, everyone I've met has been absolutely amazing. May it never change.
Okay.
Wilma, thank you so much.
Nico, nice meeting you. Thank you for inviting me on the show, and I might be back with some more stories if you
I will
want.
take that as a promise, not a threat. I look forward to it. And a big thank you to Anita Norde for setting up this wonderful interview. We're going to go now to some messages from our sponsors. A big thank you to Linea Directa that gives everyone with a NIE, an NIE, in the province of Malaga, with their policy, a free taxi up to 4 times a month, including a tow truck to take your car home as well. If you've been drinking, they'd rather give you that free taxi than you drink and drive. Also got GPS, courtesy car, well worth checking out, as well as our Zero Hero partners. Don't go away, because we'll be back after the break.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linea Directa, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linea Directa on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a Zero Hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Zero Hero, welcome to the playwright.
Hello guys, welcome to Harbor. All the designated drivers are welcome here to the Harbor. And we are very proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
GWine is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
Clara are proud to present Zero to Hero. Never drink and drive.
Yes, I mean, do you think that's the piece?
McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
Our welcome Zero Heroes. Come and visit us for Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Casa Tua is proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
Well, that's it for this week. A big thank you to my guests for joining me and for you for watching. Please also like, share and follow the program. We are #BetterTogether. There's no point bringing everybody on the show to let you know what's going on if we don't then share it with the community. Please also check out my column, Marbella Moments, in the Euro Weekly News, and support our Zero Hero incentive, because we do want safe streets for Marbella. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and join us again next week for another session of what's going on in Marbella Now.
We can change if we try. Just believe.